Hey, welcome to Joe's Multiverse. I'm Joe, and today I'm going to be showing you my top 10 favorite figures of this year, 2020. It's been a nutty, crazy, yucky year, but a lot of good things have happened. And I think that for some reason, this year, especially between March and November, most of the year, I bought more figures this year than I ever have any other year. I think it was ridiculous, especially when I got into the NECA stuff. Went bananas with that. But I have somehow whittled it down to the top 10 figures, and I want to show them to you. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, smack that notification bell so you're notified each and every time that I come out with a new video, and I'm coming out with them all the time. Okay, I think we're going to start off with some notable mentions and honorable mentions. How do we want to do this? I'm just going to grab the Batman. It was a figure that I really, really liked. Can't remember if I saw this Batman one time in the store and didn't get it, or what the story was on it, but I knew that I wanted to get him and I couldn't find him. I ended up buying this one on Amazon, and now nowadays I see him more often. But an honorable mention, this is one of my favorite Batman figures. Another one is the Wolverine. I was looking for him for a while. Once I decided that I wanted to get him, I'm not sure what his value is on the secondary market. I am still seeing him here and there at Walmart's, but I'm really happy that I did eventually get him, and he'll go nicely with my movie version X-Men characters. I really am looking forward to doing something with him out of the box. I just have not brought myself to taking him out of the box, but he is a honorable mention. My other notable and honorable mention is, it's a Build-A-Figure, but it was one that I had a blast collecting the pieces to go and build this Build-A-Figure. Venompool, seen a lot of him on my channel here, and there's a reason for that. He's one of my favorite figures, one of my favorite Build-A-Figures, and one of my favorite Venom/Deadpool figures. He will definitely always be up on the shelf. I love this figure, and he's getting an honorable mention for two reasons. I just have a different feeling with my top 10, with the 10 figures that I chose, and he is a Build-A-Figure, so not technically, a figure that you'd go out and find on the shelf by himself. Yeah, you have to collect a lot of other figures to put this guy together, but he is definitely an honorable mention. And then last, but certainly not least, was the NECA Back to the Future Part 2 Marty McFly. My last honorable mention is Back to the Future 2 Ultimate Marty McFly. He was the first Back to the Future figure that I found and bought. I love that he's got the hoverboard. I just absolutely love everything that this figure comes with, and I'm just more than excited that they even were able to produce a Marty McFly figure. And if you collect figures and you love Back to the Future, this is just perfect. But this is my last honorable mention. All right, starting off with number 10 is going to be the Devastator. Devastator. A lot of people think of Doomsday when they see this. I don't know what the difference is, but number 10 is this big hunk of plastic, this nice, beefy, heavy, awesome figure. Had a lot of fun finding this figure when I did. He was on a toy hunt on the channel, and just love this DC Multiverse figure. All right, number 9. I'm giving it to the Flash. The Flash. This is another terrific figure. One of my favorites. Was so happy when my girlfriend brought this home. He sits on the desk here. Definitely a permanent fixture of Joe's Multiverse, and we'll always have him out. Love his lightning bolt effects. Love the color. I don't mind that he's in that running pose all the time. I mean, you can stand him up and everything. I did a review on this figure, but just a great DC Multiverse figure. All right, number 8. Now, my list might piss a few people off, but there's a lot of figures that I have to consider, and this is just my personal preference, but these are all definitely my favorite. I love all my figures, but this is the order that I chose. And number 8 is going to go to Mando. Mando. I was just so lucky. I was in the right place at the right time when I found him. He was there at GameStop. I was there one night picking up a pre-order that had came in, and there he was. I had to grab him. Haven't seen him since, so I'm really glad that I was able to obtain the Mandalorian. Very, very cool figure. It probably should be higher up on the list, but he's on the list nevertheless, and I love this Star Wars Black Series figure. All right, number 7 on my list, and I was not expecting to find this. I had so much fun finding it. I did a review on it, and I've talked about it, and he is a fixture on the Multiverse desk here, and that is the Flashpoint Batman. This is one of my favorite figures. All of these are my favorite figures. I was so surprised when I found this. So happy that I did. He was a Target exclusive. I've heard nothing but good things in the reviews. A few negative things with the articulation and how the figure's put together, and a lot of people always have a problem with some of McFarlane's stuff, but I just absolutely love this guy. Never thought that I would actually find him. I wasn't aware that he was going to be a Target exclusive, and I'm kind of glad because it saved me a few trips of going out and looking for him, and it was just fun to be able to find him out of nowhere, and just a great Batman. All right, number 6 on my list is He-Man, and I do have him on Battlecat. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. I was looking for him everywhere. I was looking for any He-Man figure. When they first came out, the pegs were bare. I couldn't find any He-Man figure for the longest time, and I was all scared that I was never going to find them. They were just too popular, and now there's dozens and dozens usually at any Walmart you go to. And as soon as I found him, I was so happy. He-Man was the very first figure that I ever collected as a kid. Used to buy them for $2.99 at Ben Franklin. Every He-Man figure, and I ended up losing them all. So I'm just so happy that I'm able to get my He-Man figures back. And he's definitely on the list. He was a 2020 release, and I bought him this year. I have him, and I am just so excited. It fills a special place in my heart with these He-Man figures. Number 5, we're getting down there. I'm giving it to Back to the Future. The first one with the original version of Marty McFly. This was one of my very first reviews, and then he went right back in the box, at least for right now. The ultimate Marty McFly from the first Back to the Future movie. I had the Back to the Future 2 Marty McFly as an honorable mention, but I gotta stick the OG Marty McFly in here. So excited when I got this. Huge part of my childhood, and I did a review on him. I shoved him right back in the box, and just that's where he's going to stay for a little while. But so awesome. Love the accessories that come with it. I love this figure. I like the way he looks in the box, and he is collector friendly because I was able to put it all back together in the box after reviewing it. So that is an extra cool bonus, and I will get every Back to the Future figure that comes out, I would imagine. All right, number 4. This was another surprise to find, and it is one of my prized possessions. I'm not going to be taking this out of the box anytime soon. This is technically 2 figures, but whatever. It is the Raphael and Casey Jones Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2-pack. When something like this comes out, it really tickles collectors in all the right places, gets us all excited. That kind of sounded weird. Anyway, this is just so cool to be able to have. I wish I had all the movie versions of these figures, but I don't know if I'll ever take this out of the box. If I do, I'll probably end up putting it back. I'm not sure, but for now, they're in there. It is a box set. I'm considering this, my number 5 spot, even though it's 2 figures, but I can do that. But this is awesome. So happy that I have this box set. It was such a big surprise to find it when I did, and just so happy that this even exists. All right, this is top 3. I don't think this is going to be on anybody's top 10 list, but it's on mine. I just happen to love this figure, and this is another one I have not taken out of the box yet, and it is the Prophet Director Destro, also known as Pimp Destro. All right, we got Big Pimp and Destro here. I don't know what everybody's problem is with this guy, or maybe it's just the reviewers and people that I've heard talk about this figure, but I personally love this figure. If I could get my hands on another one, I would. I love the colors. I love the Prophet Director Destro version. It's just it's just awesome. I should have this hanging in the living room. If I had to give all my other G.I. Joes away, I'd probably want to keep this one. Maybe it's just me. A lot of people wouldn't agree with that, but I just love this, and that's why it comes in where it does on this top 10 countdown. All right. We're down to 2. 2 on my list is another one still in the box, and it is another 2-pack, but, there's no rules. I absolutely love this. I bought this in Minneapolis one of the last times I was there, and I'm so happy that I have it. I'm going to be taking this out of the box as an unboxing for my next It Figures video, and I just absolutely love this. It's the Logan and Hawkeye, Old Man Logan and Old Man Hawkeye. Absolutely love this. The Logan and Hawkeye, Old Man Logan and Old Man Hawkeye. Love this 2-pack. It's another 2-pack, but it is all in one for me. I'll be taking these guys out shortly here and be doing a video on an unboxing. I just love. I think I like the Old Man Hawkeye even better. I can't wait to get him posed up with his bow and everything. I just really appreciate this set. I appreciate getting an Old Man Hawkeye. We did get an Old Man Logan, but this is another version. I think it's a little more closer to the comic book version of him with the long coat. But I just love this set. Okay, number 1. What is it? What could it be? Absolutely love this figure. The articulation, the sculpt, everything kind of blends in. It's a perfect storm of why this is my number 1. And it is the Retro Spider-Man. The Retro Spider-Man. Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man. This is such a dope figure. It's got it all. It's got the color. It's a Spider-Man. It's a Marvel Legend. The articulation is awesome. It's a new buck, new sculpt. I hope that they start using this with a lot more figures. The articulation is what we've all been wanting and waiting for. It's got it all. I just absolutely love this figure. It came on a really cool retro card back. It was out for a while, so you know everybody had a chance for the most part to be able to get this figure. I just have him kind of down in a crouching position. That's how he is up on the shelf with the other Spider-Man figures. And I'm not going to move him around or anything right now because this isn't a review, but he is definitely number one for 2020 on the Joe's Multiverse top 10 list. All right, well, I hope I didn't upset too many people, but I'm glad that you joined me today to watch the top 10, my favorite 10 figures of 2020. I hope next year is just as good. I know that we're going to be getting a lot of new figures, a lot of good figures, and I can't wait. So I hope everybody has a great new year, and we will see you next time when we enter the multiverse. I will see you later.